Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy JayobSports, back with another NBA Finals review, man. We just had game one the other day, and the Pacers steal game one on OKC's floor. I am in shock. The Pacers didn't lead until 0.3 seconds until the game was over. Let's dive right into it, man. For me, OKC only had two good players this game. It was Shai and Lou Dort. Everybody else didn't really play well, if you ask me. OKC forced 20 plus turnovers and lost the game. The beauty of basketball, you can have 19 turnovers in the first half and still keep it a game. That's been the Pacers' mantra. They've been a 48-minute team. Like I said, back to the OKC players that didn't play well. Check. 2 of 9, missing layups. Him and J-Dub, actually. J-Dub went 6 of 19. Both only made one jump shot between them two, and we missed plenty of layups. I want to say they almost missed. They combined for 8 combined shots. Yeah, I want to say they probably combined to miss more than 8 layups, if I'm not mistaken. The Pacers, they deserve all the credit. 19 turnovers in the first half, still come out and somehow survive on the road. OKC haven't lost but one game to the Eastern Conference all year. And I think the last team they lost to before this year were the Pacers. So, funny how history repeats itself. Pacers had a 1-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. This game, if you didn't watch the game and you saw Shai had 38 points, the Pacers had 20 plus turnovers, and Lou Dort hit 5 threes, you would think that was the game. But if you just look into it more, man, the Pacers as a whole just played a collective good game with all their guys. I mean, Hallie didn't really play the best to me, especially on defense, but he got it going in that fourth, man. Haliburton is special. Having 3 game winners in a playoffs run, even if they don't win this series, this is going to be one of the most memorable playoff series I've seen from a basketball player in my lifetime. So, all the credit to Hallie. Obi didn't play well, but every 3 he hit for them 5 threes he did felt like they were crucial threes. On top of the break, transition. Obi didn't play well, but again, this Pacers team isn't about how they start; they're about how they finish. So, again, the Pacers, they should be optimistic. They should be optimistic about going forward in this series, because I didn't think that team particularly played well, and you stole a game on the road. That's how most of the Pacers been winning the series. They steal a game on the road and protect home court. But I also want to shout out to Rick Carlisle, man. He's been in this situation before, being massive underdogs and still just getting a game, man. So again, I just want to specifically shout out the Pacers, because I didn't think they were going to win any games at OKC this series. I thought they might have got one at home, and then OKC gets them out the way in 5. Not to say they can't get them way out of 5 though. So still a series, only one game. So I feel like OKC has some pressure on them now, because again, you lose at home, and this is an OKC team to me that takes everything personal. In my opinion, I wouldn't be surprised if they made a message to go out and beat the Pacers by 50. I would not be surprised. But very interested to see how MD tweaks things. Game 1, he went with Case and Walls instead of iHeart, and as soon as iHeart came off the bench, he was hooping. He was closing out in transition. He was being a great playmaker. But do I think that was an overreaction with MD starting casing over iHeart? I wouldn't say so. I would have probably went with Caruso to start over both of them if I was going to make a change. But, either way, his game plan, majority of the game worked. They just didn't execute late down in the fourth. So, credit to Nembhard. When Tyrese Haliburton was getting pressure all 3 quarters, him. He took control. He had no problem ISO and shit. He had no problem taking the offensive load. But he's always been like that for the past, I want to say, last 2 playoffs years. Like, he's been a playoff riser in my books for this team for a good minute now. So, very interested how this team goes forward. Like I said, OKC's only had 2 good players, Kaysen, Dub, and Chet. They just need to be better. Like, plain and simple, they just need better for next game. And I feel like OKC will win next game. They just got to start being consistent. The same consistency that got them there is the same consistency that's going to win them. Wallace, he got picked on by Pascal, and give credit to Rick Carlisle for that as well. In the beginning, Pascal Siakam saw that he had a smaller guy on him and took straight advantage, like how I thought majority of the bigs did when OKC goes small. Don't get scared that they're also going small. Rick Carlisle said, no, I'm going to go big, and Pascal Siakam, anytime they see Case and Wallace, flash to the box and get big, and that's what he did. Pascal had a good night. You know, it wasn't one of his better nights, but you know, it was a decent night. AJ Mitchell got in the game. Very confusing if you ask me. I wasn't expecting seeing AJ Mitchell any of this series. I'm pretty sure he was confused that he got called, but he went out there with confidence. He started launching threes, so shout out to him. Do I think we'll see him anymore this series? I doubt it, but who knows? We will see. Lou Dort had a great block going into the 4th. I think it was on Nembhard. It was a great transition block. I also want to shout out Lou Dort as well, because he became one of the better off-ball defensive players this season. Like, I know I've been a huge fan of his on-ball defense, but this year he's took it a step higher, becoming that better all-ball defender, and that's, you know, credit to him to seeing what he needs to work on and help this OKC team. Pascal said, back to Pascal. With all these turnovers, it seemed like every time they missed a shot, Pascal or Myles Turner was right there to clean the glass. So just also want to shout out to them too for being big on the offensive glass. Myles Turner in the 4th, hitting that bank 3 and like still hitting timely shots in the 4th. So shout out to Myles Turner as well. Man, and like I said, and Benedict Mathurin. He wasn't really well on offense, but he sat in that chair when it came to guarding Shai. So, again, this whole team, they play 48 minutes. You have to beat the Pacers for 48 minutes. It doesn't matter how much time is left on the clock. And even to that, even when OKC was up 12, to me, it felt like it was a 2 or 3 point game. It felt like MD, Mark Dagnall, he was the one calling the timeouts after a Myles Turner 3 to cut it to 8, or when they were up 12 and now Nembhard hits 2 threes to cut it to 7. Like, it seemed like MD was always in the one, like, calling the timeouts. Like, he was on the pressure when they were up majority of the game. But that's how the Pacers played, man. The Pacers have now 4 comeback wins with 5% win probability in this playoffs. The finals game 1, they had a 3.6% chance, so a 4% chance, and they won, and they were down with 2:42 left in the 4th. Eastern Conference Finals game 1, they had a 1% chance down with 58 seconds left, won. Eastern Conference Semifinals game 2, they had a 4% chance, 57 seconds left in the 4th, won the game. Eastern Conference round 1, 2% chance, 39 seconds left in overtime, won the game. Tyrese Haliburton to tie or take the lead in the 4th now under a minute is 10 of 12, 5 of 7 for 3. It is 104.2 efficient field goal percentage. These guys, it might just be the Pacers year. Like, if stuff like this keeps happening, it kind of like points me in the direction that it might be the Pacers year. But again, I still got OKC in 5. But if they lose another game, I'm pushing it to OKC to 6. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think of this series, man. Peace, love, and hair grease. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.